Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
All right, let's see what Forden has to say.
Saints' Day Festival of Montario underway. We will begin with a few words from His Eminence, Sanctifex Forden.
Looks like Dracodios hasn't left his side.
Today is a day of great celebration. A day to offer up our thanks to God. But first, an announcement. Luis is dead. The royal family's murderer has been put to justice. Now much of the kingdom's trust lies with me. Even this king-defying lance is safe in my hands. I would not see further bloodshed in endless, futile conflict.
Once his cutscenes are over, that'll be a chance
Is it
to end
not
things.
past
Okay.
time for reconciliation and open dialogue as a newly forged nation?
He's talking as if the race is already over. What about deciding the winner?
All but a formality now, isn't it? His Eminence has the overwhelming majority on his side. Better to establish peace now and crown Sanctifex Forden.
No. He would end the tournament here and now.
So he's just going to call the race while he's ahead? How convenient. But the throne's decided by the king, not this tournament.
Forden only had to abide by that when he had Luis to compete with. If he ends this while he's this far ahead, we won't be able to reverse it.
Right.
Hey, the game's not over yet, you cocky bastard!
We only seek to submit to the will of the people. Though you would be wise to quit the race with all speed.
Forden for the throne! Then we will finally have peace!
Hey, I have most of y'all's support. Why are you going for Forden?
Damn him. The people already believe him the victor. Tournament won or no, his dominance will soon be unshakable.
Let's go.
Why are the
We
people
reclaim
of
the lance now.
this land so easy to win
Are
over?
you out of your mind?
If he's going to keep it close to hand, we'll never have a chance to swap it out. We'll have to take it by force.
Sure.
We have no choice.
If there really is no other way.
So you were after this lance all along? Loyalists indeed. How many more candidates must die by your hand?
His smuggler is horrific, distorted. It's sickening.
What did you? How dare you, you pagan wretch! You would steal this holy lance for your own vile
Steal? This lance was from her people to begin with. The fudge?
Filthy assassins!
Assassins. Then we're in good company. That night.
Yes,
you
go
were the
off,
one
Stroll.
behind the
Go
attack on
off.
His Royal Highness. You framed Luis for your crime and banished him from the palace. Do you deny it?
Precisely the sort of baseless claims I'd expect from desperate sinners.
Baseless, is it? In that case, shall we produce proof of your treason?
You waste your breath. What do your words matter now? The royal family is gone. Luis is dead. Only I remain. And only I am fit for the throne.
You vile traitor!
You call His Eminence a traitor? Preposterous! The Sanctifex is incapable of
Oh
such
my god.
deeds!
These people are dumb.
Punishment to the disloyal. Charge these ruffians with your divine lance.
Behold, the flock has spoken. Those who defy me are to be executed. Before you die, know that I am in your debt for killing Luis and handing me the crown.
Del, what the hell's going on? I thought the prince's curse was supposed to be off.
It's clearly not. The prince's assassination, the whole lot. It was all the Sanctists. It was all that bastard pulling the strings from the start. Wait, is that?
Who?
You! Identify yourself!
Rella? No, man from off stage? Huh? Wait, blonde short hair?
Who are you?
We're at a festival. Should we not be festive?
Luis?
I've come to meet you, Forden.
Luis? Impossible. How could you have survived? Not that it matters. It falls to me to finish the job, then.
Okay.
Coming here sealed your fate. Hell awaits, and this time I'll make sure you stay there. Face your divine punishment, Luis!
The king's magic. Oh shit.
But why?
Wait. Huh?
It appears your sins outweigh mine.
What have you done?
That lance is counterfeit, just like you.
When did he have time to swap everything out? Oh shit.
This is the true lance.
How are you alive? What the hell?
You snake, Luis.
Huh, okay. I'm confused.
Did he just kill Sanctifex Forden?
No. Impossible.
Nothing to see here. The festival is cancelled.
Okay. Luis, I've won exactly as planned.
Lord Luis.
Okay, there's a lot of explaining that needs to happen right now.
Good people, you have heard the truth with your own ears. Forden was the vile mastermind behind the prince's assassination. For casting his sins upon me, for seeking to usurp the throne, I have passed due judgment. A tainted Sanctifex is unfit to rule. What's the matter? You seem lost for words.
But you're supposed to be dead.
In a sense, yes.
Then how? How are you alive?
The attendant was
confirmed your
working
death.
for Luis.
Forden's attendant? You mean that fellow?
Who are you?
No. Zorba?
Zorbal. Is this the...
Back at the Grand Cathedral, I ordered the dead to recover my body if
Is
need
this the
arose.
weirdo that we were...
I'd always intended for Forden to die by my
He looks
hand,
different.
and the first step in his downfall was Zorba's infiltration.
Impossible. The lance pierced you through your very breastplate.
It did indeed. And frankly, I'm still impressed. Few could land such a decisive blow against me. But I'm afraid
Oh
fate
damn,
was
he's
on my
gonna
side.
friggin' hate us now.
Mortal anatomy is my speciality. I knew at first glance that the wound was deep, but the heart was intact.
Okay, so you did some
Lord
weird
Luis
voodoo
is destined for far greater than this.
necromancy
So I
stuff.
devised a plan. I would proclaim his death and deceive both Forden and his flock. After that, it was simply a matter of magically
Zorba was alive. I mean, I
regenerating
kind of
his
knew
flesh
he was
overnight.
still alive. They didn't really confirm that
Only
he
a fool
died
would
back in the
expect
beginning. He
him
just
to die
looks
in such a place.
different.
I could have emerged as soon as I'd healed. But where's the theater in that? Today is a day of celebration. The least I could do is offer a fitting death out of mercy.
Why do you have the real lance? Wasn't it supposed to have gone to Forden?
Wee bit slow on the uptake, eh? I just told you. I was present for the inspection. It was hardly a difficult task to swap out your counterfeit.
So you knew the truth of it? No. Have you always been ahead of us? Ever since the moment we thought Zorba dead?
A holy lance.
Oh, I guess
a
they did think he was
convincing
dead.
prop.
I don't know why I
Doesn't
kind of
matter.
already knew he wasn't dead.
Had
I don't know
truly
why.
died, it would simply indicate that I was never fit for my ambitions. Power is the only true arbiter. Behold the proof. Forden lies dead.
I thought the lance
and
was a
Lance is
touch
in my
high
hand,
to be a lethal
just
blow.
as planned.
I guess so,
You let
yeah.
us do as we pleased, even knowing the risks. You're insane.
Indulge
He's
me
a
question.
psycho.
You stole the magic formula from me. Surely you soon learned that it was useless. That's why you then resorted to killing the caster. You were desperate to lift the spell. Is that not so? In other words, the curse's victim still draws breath. For that reason, you sought to kill me even amidst this competition.
So it is
Even
Luis.
with the difficulty of the king's magic in your way. So, His Venerable Highness the Prince survived. Where is he? Speak or die.
So Luis did do it. Right? Are you gonna wake into it? Oh.
Please, spare us.
No! Stop! Leave them be!
How quickly the Sanctus break rank and flee. Their flock.
Someone's gonna awaken to an archetype right here.
Is
I can feel it. Ugh.
No! Stop him!
Oh, one of them's gonna die. One of them's gonna die. Oh, it's Fidelio. It's Fidelio. Ah! Or not?
Why?
Go! Run!
Okay, no? One of them could die?
Come now.
Thank you.
Fidelio?
You protect
Gonna
them.
die?
Yet what value do they have to you?
It's not that! This is just wrong! It's wrong, me lords!
I see. So even you two faltered.
It's not that. Like, they have morals too. Oh shit. Oh, one of them. Oh. Fidelio's gonna die. I can feel it. Oh my god, I literally knew it. A whole... Oh god.
Hey! Wake up!
Oh. It still sucks though.
I get it now. Only fair thing in this world is power. With it, you can take whatever you want in this life. Or so I thought.
Tell.
But you know, if all the weak get left behind, who's left to protect them?
Luis. He would kill even people he worked with for a long time. That says something.
An idiot. Sorry about that.
Stop talking, Del.
I see it, you know. Our little diner.
Aww.
Music in the air. It's grand. Look after Lady Juna.
Huh? Hey. Del? Del!
Get him. Get Luis. Come on, Basilio. Get him.
Pitiful. See what Brotherhood earned them.
Ay, shut up.
Lord Luis. That's what it all comes down to
Oh, his
for
voice
you,
change.
The strong are right, the weak are wrong. Doesn't matter what you were born into, there's fairness in that. We saw you as our hope. We thought that if you had a proper strong fella on top, he'd be able to put a stop to all the meaningless discrimination.
And then he does this.
But we had it wrong. You're no ray of hope. It doesn't matter to you. Killing anyone, it doesn't make you feel unclean. You're the kind of cold-blooded bastards we hate more than anything!
Do not concern yourself with this peon, Lord Luis.
Why is this guy
With
here?
my
Go away.
newfound power,
You're rooting
I
it.
shall tear them limb from limb.
This way! Guards, hurry!
Step aside. You have important work to do.
Hey! Seize
Get
the
'em.
criminals
Get
who
'em.
murdered his eminence!
We didn't do it, but we should probably still run. Basilio, come with us!
Shut up! What about Tell? You saw what that bastard did to him!
I will not let you die in vain. Your brother didn't do this so you could get yourself killed. For now, please flee with us.
Shit!
Come, make haste.
Oh man. You know, I did say that one of the brothers is probably gonna die.
Oh.
And it was a pretty
I'll come
brutal
back.
death.
It went about as well as could be expected. We wanted something nicer for his grave, but they told us something like that's reserved for Sanctus tradition.
You can expect little else in Altabri. I apologize for not being present.
We've just gotten ourselves out of the public eye. If we had gone as a group, worst case, we'd have been turned in.
I wish we could have mourned him at his home. It had to happen in the lap of the Sanctus Church of all places.
It's always the church.
I
The
hear
church
the
is
Power
corrupt
Beasts typically prefer
in
a more
JRPGs.
joyful send-off, with singing and celebration.
It's alright. Us soldier kids could never afford to be too picky. Telling you he couldn't choose where to snuff it. The fact that you were there, Lady Juna, that's enough for us.
Basilio.
Best to leave him be for a while. He's just lost the only family he had.
By the way, have you checked the Farsight mirror? The curse might be...
Right.
Unfortunately, it still hasn't lifted.
Okay, so it
Guess that
wasn't.
means it was someone
We
other
thought
than
it
Forden
was
after all.
Luis, but
Forden
he's still alive.
brazenly admitted that he had been the mastermind.
Forden, we
Luis
thought it
was
was
innocent
next.
of that
He's dead.
crime,
It's
at
not
least.
him. So who's this
Someone
other third
must have
person
casted out
involved?
Forden's command. Unless we can find and kill them in time.
Is Luis
Damn
really
us all.
innocent? I'm sure he
We've
probably
more
is. I still
pressing
don't
problems
really
at
like
hand,
how Luis's death was a fake out. I'm not really a fan of death fake outs.
The
I feel
village is
like
deep in the forest.
if they're gonna be dumb,
It's
do
not
it
an easy place to
tastefully.
find,
I
even
don't
if
know
you're
if this
looking.
Luis one was done
Going to the prince's
tastefully or
side
not
can be
because he
dangerous.
pretty much
So
just
let's
came
not
back
get ahead of
alive the
ourselves.
next day. So it was
But
like,
even if we sought
what was
the real
even the point of
culprit,
being dead in
we
the
no
first
longer
place?
have
But I
any
don't know.
leads to follow.
If I might make a suggestion, perhaps we should visit my sister again. She may have some insight on the Sanctus Church's past, but that's tomorrow's concern. As for tonight, we could all use some time to rest our hearts and
So if
minds.
Basilio's gonna be our next ally, when is he gonna unlock his archetype? The next time we confront Luis? Oh.
Oh, look at you, kid.
Seeing,
You look near dead
seeing
yourself.
things.
Tell? What?
Seems you made it out in one piece, though.
Are you alive?
No, now he's going crazy. He's seeing things.
Don't tell me you pulled some bloody trick. Just like Luis. Bloody hell, Tell. I thought
Basilio, sorry. From here on, you're taking the lead.
But why? I can't without you. Tell, I only made it this far because I followed you.
Don't give me that. You're the strong one. Me, I never knew where I was going. Basilio, protect the weak. Swear you'll do it, not for me, but for yourself. If you can do that, I'll always be with you. Don't give me that
Basilio's
look.
turn
Well,
to
this
choose his
one's
own
goodbye
path,
for
he's
now.
saying.
You ready?
Oh god. Cutscene?
Let's hear it, Basilio. You fight, but why?
Oh, Lodestar.
Oh.
Ye grief-racked brother. Oh, thou anguished
You know,
traveler.
it's very rare that
Thy
they do
long
awakenings
stagnant
without
dance
being in
hath
the middle of
finally been
battle.
broken.
This is interesting.
Now choose thy path.
Not really a choice.
You know, so
back to
far,
the starting
this is
line.
the best awakening. Yufa's now at number 2. So far, this is the best
time
one.
I'll lead. Ardell entrusted me with this chance.
Juna's at the bottom. Hers was
Gotta
pretty
show
mid.
him I've got this.
Thank you. Thou hast chosen.
And I
a
think he has
noble
the best
parting.
reason to unlock an archetype.
Oh, Lodestar,
I think I would have
whose light
preferred if
reveals
he
the king's own path.
figured out more of what he wanted
thy fears
first and then he unlocked his
insecurities
archetype,
are
but
thy
this is still a good reason.
Awaken.
Like, maybe giving it a few more story progression, then he decides, like, this is what I want to do, this is what I'm gonna fight for. Ooh. And then he unlocks it, but this is fine. There was still enough lead up to this. But if they wanted to make it even better, have him have that self-revelation.
See you around, Dell.
Aww. Ooh, look at that. A ball and chain? Oh no, that's. Where's the chain sound coming from?
Thank goodness! You're finally awake! You were passed out! Don't scare
Oh yeah,
me
that's
like
right.
that!
They don't know that he's probably awoken his
I can
archetype.
blame you. After all that's happened.
Because usually it's in battle, where they can see it.
Sir Basilio, there's magna flowing through him. I think it's the same as our power.
Our next team member. Yeah, you family. It's all your fault. You better feel guilty.
It's you lot from before.
They want to pay their respects for Fidelio.
Thank you. Thank you so very much.
Ardell. Funny, innit? Maybe this world's not so bad.
I don't know. This world kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Comrade, new ally Basilio. Basilio, the badass bruiser, carrying his brother's honor, has become your ally.
By
Oh, still going.
God, what in the world is that, lads? It struck down Santifex Forden right before our eyes.
You know, this kind of like reminds me. I don't know why, but like, you know, in Star Wars, when all the rulers of each of the planets meet together. I don't know why this gives off a similar vibe. Everyone's dressed in their like crazy attire.
Sway our supporters, they may lose faith in the church.
Before all else, we must choose a successor, but they need not share Forden's strength.
I have brought her here.
You requested an audience? Assembled lords?
It would be even more
we
crazy
must ask
if
your
this race to be king, this tournament,
Let
is
me
still
be
going. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna
We
be
would
crazy
like
if this
you
is
to
all still
enter the
going. If we still have to compete
as
to be the next
formal
king.
successor to His Eminence Sanctifex
After everything that everyone witnessed.
This girl? She is your plan? Have you gone mad?
I reject this proposal. If anyone is to succeed His Eminence, it should be me, as his trusted right hand.
Cease since. Strength alone means
You also work for
nothing.
the church, right?
And
I don't know if I
without
trust
that,
you.
You have nothing worthy of the people's loyalty.
You usually don't carry
Rella,
a staff unless you're
will you
associated
not
with the church in
speak?
some way.
Surely you feel what they ask of you is beyond your station.
Well, that is...
You are wise beyond your years, Rella. Surely you understand. What the lost children need now is not a righteous avenger,
There's definitely some plan in this.
but a refuge from their fears. The
They
people
they
would
definitely
flock to
don't
a saint
believe
who dwells
what they're
among their
saying. Like,
people.
this is some sort of scheme.
Already many would rejoice to see you rule as queen. Rella, will
I
you
don't-
answer their call?
This is all rather sudden.
Of course.
Yeah, does she
you
even
have
want
our
to be
full
queen? Did she ever
support.
think about it?
Naturally, we will make arrangements so that the
They're still
next
having the
round
tournament. Wow,
turns
that
in
is
your
insane.
favor.
Even so, I am unfit to be queen.
Who would still want to participate in this tournament after everything that just went
Allow me
down?
to clarify.
Or like
This
not
is not exactly a
not participate. Like the people watching,
Would
like
you
are they gonna
rather
think
have
like this
that
is
tyrant
insane?
Luis become
Like
king?
the contestants are literally killing each other for this. Unless they like this idea. I don't know, maybe this is a crazy world. Maybe they enjoy this.
Hey, sounds like we've got big news. I just heard from the pack of Sanctists. I figured they'd shove someone up to take Forden's place. But where it is, it'll be Saint Rella. Gonna be an announcement tomorrow.
Her
The mourning
sister?
for Forden's barely started, and they're already lining up his successor. And Rella.
I don't know. I feel like it's weird that they're
Going for
allowed to have
popularity over
successors. Is that
power,
just
it
me?
seems.
They're getting careless. Though, thinking about it,
Because like the whole point of this
maybe it's
tournament
as
is that
wise a
you're
choice
building
than
up a
it seems.
reputation from the start. You can't just add
Say
someone
Saint
in
Rella
just
wins
because
against Luis.
someone's gone.
Becomes proper queen and all, gets to do what she wants. Doesn't that tidy this whole thing right up?
No, this can't be her own decision. Just the idea of being queen would put her stomach in knots.
The politicians must be trying to make her their puppet.
Yep, that's what I was
Perhaps
thinking.
it was an order she could not refuse.
This isn't good. Probably not the best time to talk to her either.
But that's got to mean they're keeping the tournament going, right? Then they'll probably announce the next challenge once Rella's candidacy goes public.
either way, I don't like it. This is all escalating too fast for my
I'm
taste.
glad Stroll points it
All the
out.
support Forden had campaigned
That
for
this
will
is all
likely just go
escalating so
straight to
quickly,
Rella
like-
with hardly a dent. If Luis and the Sanctus Church are trying to reclaim the status quo as the two pillars of government, that'll be a tough lead to shake. After all, just lifting the curse isn't going
Wouldn't
to be
you
enough to
also
restore the
feel a
prince
little
to the
bit
throne.
questionable about
Indeed.
Luis too after everything
Luis
that just came
versus
down? If
Rella.
I was a citizen of this
Frontrunner
place,
and runner-up, with no ties to the royal family between them. Everyone will see plain that popularity's eclipsed royal right. His Highness himself will have to win this battle on the faith of the people, or his claim to the crown will never be acknowledged.
Besides which, Luis now knows that His Highness lives. His whereabouts have not been discovered. But the Kingslayer
I mean, we
will
kind of
take up the hunt.
slipped that information to
So
him.
many obstacles. What do we do?
We have to keep trying to break the curse, but we also need to get people to support the prince's claim to the throne. To move forward, we need to buy time.
Well, I know one way to keep a VIP protected. A classic tactic, really. The military does it all the time. We use a body double. You're supposed to be a dead ringer for the prince, yeah?
You mean he pretends to be
You
the
know-
prince? That's absurd. You realize it's a capital offense to
I
impersonate
did
royalty.
see, like, because this game has been out for a while, it's kind of hard to avoid some spoilers. I did see images of Will with long white hair, and part of me was thinking, is that the prince or is that Will? Because they look really similar. And then I thought, now that they're bringing this up, I'm like, oh, okay. I see where this is leading up to.
I'm in. As long as they don't find out.
You can't just casually drop an "I'm in" on this.
I'm in.
Adele was right about you being mental. I think we could pull it off, though. The prince has been gone ages. Nobody's in a position to point out differences.
Wait, just
think about this. He's elder. The royal family's Clamar and have been for generations. His appearance would be the least of our worries.
I mean, I don't know. They still look similar to me.
His Highness the Prince lacks the Clamar horns. Some rumors suggested 'twas not some miraculous feature of the prince alone.
All we need to do is fix his eyeball, give him a wig, and we're good to go.
I've heard no confirmation either way myself, but at the very least, 'tis a tale any aristocrat is bound to have
I mean,
heard
Will,
in
can't you
passing.
just say, like,
In other
yeah,
words, with an
he's the
elder
prince that never had
claiming the
thorns. I knew him
prince's
personally.
name and a known royal knight to vouchsafe him, we'd have enough plausibility to shake the nobles to their core.
Of course, all this means little, unless our double himself is willing. What say you?
I can't back down now.
Oh wait, I should have chosen the bottom one. I wanted to see what
you never do.
what they all would have said.
Your
Damn
resolve
it!
has been challenged
I wanted
many
to
times
choose the
over.
more funny
Never
options
have
just
you
out of
strayed.
curiosity. But then again, I
humbled
feel like
once
Will
more.
is a pretty serious guy. I don't know.
Pledge my sword to this
What is
gambit.
Will's canon personality? Is he
Then
goofy?
we
Is he
declare
serious?
ourselves tomorrow, where this announcement's going to take place. Seems like the optimal place to make sure we're heard.
Right then. Looks like I'll have to give the old girl a polish worthy of a prince. My cue as well. From here on,
Can we make this Gauntlet Rider look like it's worthy for a prince?
Is finished. Can't let the lad be
I mean, I have like 1.5 million yen in my pocket. I don't know if that's enough though.
Can we talk?
We have no clue what might happen in a situation like this. So once we're done with our preparations in the city, let's focus on tomorrow. But remember, the monks have their eyes on us. Let's keep our shopping to the Blue Sky Bridge area and return to the runner at night. Okay. Whew, that was, a lot. That was a lot. Okay, wow. Dell's dead. I predicted that in a way. I won't say I 100% thought it was gonna happen, but I did bring it up in the past. So there's that. And Basilio is now our new ally. I thought it would have ended at Yufa because I was like, we technically have an even amount of boys and girls, but I guess they're not. They're counting Gallica as a party member, even though she doesn't really do anything. But I mean, I guess that's fine. I wish Gallica worked like Oracle does, but I mean, she's here to be just a mascot, if anything, is what it seems like. Unless she's gonna have some sort of role later. I also think it's because it's quite late into the game. We only have like 2 months of the game left. That's I would say it's kind of late to add a new character, but then again, this game is long for being only 4 months long. So the story could be like another 30 hours for all I know. So there's that. But welcome Basilio to our party. He does have the best awakening, I think, so far. I do stand by the fact that I wish he at least had some self-revelation first. He kind of figure out maybe what he wants to stand for, what morals and what rules he wants. I mean, he has that, but I wish he was able to implement that into like, okay, now this is the path that I'm gonna take without the influence of my brother. And this is why I believe that our current party members, like our team, best align with what I want to strive for, like that kind of thing. Like it felt like he kind of just went with us for the sake of we were like pressuring him, like, bro, we need to run. And of course I find he would have probably found his way back to the party eventually, but I wish that they had like that moment, like the self-reflection, the conclusion of like, okay, I'm really gonna join their party because I believe in them and their cause. You know, now that he can no longer rely on Lord Luis. So, but either way, I still think out of everyone's awakening that we've seen so far, he's number 1. Yufa's number 2. I'm trying to remember how I would order this. Juna is definitely at the bottom because hers was like, what the heck? You just decided, okay, cool. I don't really remember Hulkenberg's very well. I'm not gonna lie. I think Stroll had a good one. From what I remember, I think maybe I would tie... I honestly also don't really remember Heisma's. I don't know why. I think I'll go Basilio, Yufa, Will as the third one. And then probably either Stroll or Heisma as number 4. 4, 5. 6. 6, Hulkenberg, and Juna 7. Is that everybody? I think that's everybody. Yes. But then again, I think there's a big gap between Hulkenberg and Juna's. I'm only placing Hulkenberg in the bottom because I kind of really don't remember hers. But maybe at the end of the game, my mind will change and I will redo this charting.